Hey, y'all, listen. What is today? Friday. Happy Friday. You know what? We got the snow, but it wasn't that bad. No, I'm doing okay over here. I went shoveled. It didn't take me that long. So we're not doing that bad. The snow came, it has left, and all is well. But listen, guys, it's Friday night. It's Friday night, and it's time for trending topics, okay? And it's titled, I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused as to why Alec Baldwin, they keep trying to charge him with the unaliving of the young lady on the set of Rust. This man didn't wake up out of his bed, a pack of pow pow, and decide he was going to go on the set of his movie and unalive somebody. They already tried to try him once for it, and then he got thrown out. Do you want to drive this man crazy? He got about 17 kids to take care of and a wife. It was an unfortunate accident. We got plenty of people to lock up. If you want to lock people up, why him? I'm confused. Do they not have anything else better to do? I'm confused. Then we got Jeannie Mai. You know, I'm so tired of talking about her. But we got to bring her up because I'm confused. She signed the prenup. She signed it. With her handwriting. She signed the prenup. And now she in the courts crying, please throw it out. Ho. Wait a minute. You signed it. I'm sorry. You know me over here. I'm down with the ladies. I'm like, get your coins. If he did you dirty, you got the kid by him, yeah, they should pay child support. Whatever they need to pay. But if you sign on a document, a prenup, then I can't help you. Just like we couldn't help Kevin Costner's wife. She signed the prenup. So listen, people, we got to learn something in these streets from these people. Don't be signing no prenup 5 days before you're supposed to walk down the aisle. And your soon-to-be husband, when they hand you this paper, talk about signing this, you being slick. So that's a sign right there. You don't come at me no 5 days before I'm supposed to say I do, and the guest is supposed to arrive, and you want me to sign this prenup. No, my lawyer got the look. I'm not signing nothing. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. And guess what? We could call this whole thing off. Don't make me know, never mind. I don't care. But I'm not going to be signing a prenup that me, my lawyers, and everybody else didn't get to look at 5 days before the wedding. And if I'm not mistaken, they got married during C-19 time. Or shortly after. So they had a wedding in their house. And so what was the rush? Was she already pregnant and you wanted to rush so you didn't want to say you had a baby out of wedlock? Girl, bye. Look at you now. You ain't forcing me to sign nobody prenup. Come on now. Yeah, they made Todd did it too. He sure did. He got played on that TV. Had the cameras up in his face. He had the Bravo cameras. And then Candy got another set of cameras. Child, these people, she played herself. But I am confused. We need to have a chat with Jeannie Mai. Then there's this woman from Brooklyn. Son, she angry. But see, you know what? When you have parents, y'all need to get your lives together. When you got these parents that really don't care about the kids, then the kids grow up to be angry and pissed off at the world. You didn't do nothing to them and they just pissed. They wake up pissed. They go to sleep pissed. They go to work pissed. And they make everybody they work with lives miserable. All because their mother refused to give them a hug and say, I love you and I care about you. Tell me how your day was. And so we get an angry woman. This girl driving down the road in her Lexus, wrong way. The cop trying to wave her down, Hey, stop! Wait a minute, go that way, go that way. No, she kept going and she ran the cop over. With it. You have got to be psychotic. She ran the cop over. They lock her up, and she don't have a charge of attempted M on her. Like what? Now the cop she ran over looked like me. And she looked like me. And I'm surprised they didn't throw the book at her. That's because she ran over. Trust and believe if she ran over a different cop, she would have been clinked up for life. I'm glad you're in the building. Listen, y'all know what I need. It's Friday night. I'm going to have a good weekend too. Y'all got any plans for the weekend? I didn't make plans at first because I thought I was going to be snowed in. But now that I'm not, who knows what I might get myself into. Come on, Special K, fix it, Jesus. Come on now. You running over a cop? She want to blame it on the marijuana. But see, they made that stuff legal. When they got her out the car and they looked, she had all the papers and all the marijuana. I don't know how much she was smoking. But now she's going to have a long time to think about it behind bars. Listen, everybody, y'all know what I need in that chat, and I appreciate y'all, and I see y'all. I need a what? I need a choo-choo. Hold aboard, everybody. It is time for Trending Topics Friday. I was like, wait, hold on. What day is it, okay? That's why I'm confused. This topic's got me confused, okay? It's Trending Topics Friday. I'm about to bring the people in the building because we got things to talk about, okay? Jeannie Mai, she out here trying to be slick. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. She mad because she in this predicament. She was married twice. She got married to the first husband. She didn't like him, couldn't stand him, didn't want to have a baby with him. She left him. She was on that TV saying all kind of stuff, and now here she is. And she took all kind of pictures trying to get Jeezy back. And Jeezy's like, no, I'm done. And you're not getting my money. She pissed. Let me bring the people in the building. Hold on one second, everybody. Hey, Leo. Hey, in my opinion. Hey, Felicia.
Hey, Diva.
Choo-choo. Come on now, people. Come in the building. Hey.
We're here.
Listen, we got to get into this. I'm confused. Hey, Julius. Julius, let me tell you something tonight, Julius. Stand on business. When I come to you, Julius, stand on business. Do you hear me?
I got to be activated. Wait a minute.
Come on now. Stand on business now, okay? Now, let's get into this. You know what? I'm going to do Jeannie Mai first.
Okay.
Because we
serve drinks.
Yeah, we going to do the. I don't know the drink card. I don't have an employee in the drink card anymore. The good employees are hard to come by.
Oh.
You better ask Oprah. Taraji single-handedly destroyed the color purple.
Come on, Taraji, come through.
Come on. She single-handedly destroyed.
Now, Diva, we're not going to blame Taraji for that. Let's not do that.
Come on. And now she out here doing the Steve Urkel. Did I do that? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. She out here doing articles now talking about, the focus. I don't understand why the focus. Girl, it changed because you went around there crying. Talking about they not feeding y'all, they not paying you any money, and you had to drive yourself to work. Girl.
They getting them kids Lunchables. Them piece of Lunchables. You know them Lunchables, the piece of Lunchables? That's what they was getting them.
Don't disrespect the Lunchables like that.
I said at least they got a Capri Sun.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Let me tell you something. And I had to drive myself to work. Listen, she disrespected everybody in Atlanta. Right. She said it's dangerous out here.
Yeah, they robbing.
Listen, they robbing people. Y'all want me to drive myself to work with no security?
Right.
So that means nobody in Atlanta went to see the movie.
You should have thrown that hard pizza at that lunchboy at their head. And them little 3 Oreo cookies.
Come on now. I'm confused. But you know what?
Serve your drinks.
tonight?
Come on. Yes. So listen, the drink card open, I guess. You just
Shannon's
go
here.
there and make your own drink and leave a tip in the cup. Listen.
I brought the wine, honey.
Okay, thanks.
Boom. Let's get into, come on, security. Come on now. Listen, let's get into this. Let's get into this. Okay, Jeannie Mai. When she married Jeezy, honey, she was telling us, this is the best thing that ever happened to her. She loved that man, and he loved her back. They had pictures all over the Instagram, all over the social media. But we're coming to find out that pictures don't mean a thing. They used to say pictures were worth 1,000 words. They not worth much now because all those pictures that are touched. What do they call it when they touch up the picture? They doing all that stuff. Photoshop. They Photoshop the picture so bad it's a Photoshop lie. Yeah, she was up here. She was doing the most with her pictures. So let me get into this story. Because we got to talk about Jeannie Mai. So Jeannie Mai asked the judge not to enforce a prenup. Girl, the lies you tell. Claims she didn't have enough time before signing it. That's not our problem. Not our circus, not our monkeys. So Jeannie Mai is asking the judge presiding over her divorce from Jeezy to deny the rapper's motion to enforce their prenuptial agreement. Why? Girl, Kevin Costner's wife tried it and she lost. The judge said, no, we following the prenup. Okay. The talk show host 45 claims in court documents obtained by page 6 that she did not have enough time to thoroughly review the prenup before signing it. Not our problem. Mai further alleges in Thursday's filing that she and the put on rapper 46 did not start negotiating an agreement until just 5 days before their March 2021 wedding. Again, not our problem. She argues that the compressed time frame raises significant concerns about the adequacy and thoroughness of the due diligence process and each party's full and fair disclosure of their financial positions. The Real alum says she now has significant reservations about Jeezy's financial disclosures because he allegedly only handed over one personal financial statement with approximate values and tax returns. She know how to wear the clothes, though. I'm gonna give that to her. Yes, she does. Notably asking with a comprehensive supporting financial documents that will provide a transparent and detailed view of Mr. Jenkins' assets, liabilities, and overall financial standings. The documents read referring to Jeezy by his real name, J. Wayne Jenkins. Due to the quick nature of the negotiation process and Mai's legitimate concerns over her estranged husband's financial disclosures, she is asking the judge to either deny Jeezy's motion to enforce the agreement or to at least hold off until her team can look into things more. Listen, girl, no, your team had enough time. When did we hear about this divorce in 2023? No, we're not giving you all of 2024. It's over, girl. Whatever that prenup said, that's what you're going to get. The sole survivor rapper filed for divorce from the TV personality in September 2023. We in January 2024, girl. And this isn't the first time their prenup has come into question since then. In December, Mai insinuated that Jeezy had cheated on her. In a filing obtained by TMZ at the time, her lawyer asked the court to enforce a paragraph in the prenup regarding infidelity. So, Jeannie, are we going by the prenup or not? First, you said throw it out, but then your lawyer said no, enforce the paragraph regarding infidelity. She playing in our faces. We're not playing with you, Jeannie. We see you. The section in question states that if either party engages in sexual relations, an emotional relationship, or is emotionally or sexually suggestive in communication with a third party, then it shall result in a significant financial penalty upon the adulterous party. When you got a paragraph like that in your prenup, what's the foundation y'all starting on? That right there says a little something too, if you ask me. But I told y'all tonight I'm confused. So y'all can straighten me out. Aside from bringing up that portion of the prenup, Mai did not disclose any details about the alleged infidelity in the hope that this matter can be resolved without having to disclose such conduct publicly. Girl, now she doing the Christian Keys. She want to extort Jeezy. Give me my money or I'm going to tell everything. Girl, bye. However, Jeezy rep denied the accusation, telling us weekly that any claim of infidelity on Mr. Jenkins' behalf are 100% false. Last month, the former How Do I Look stylist insisted that she hopes to foster an open, supportive, and safe environment for both parents to actively participate in Monica's, that's their little baby girl life, as long as it's safety is always at the forefront. She claims she was absolutely not gatekeeping the little one, but rather waiting until certain safety precautions were put into place when Natala is in Jeezy's care, such as locking away firearms and having properly trained caregivers. The former couple met in 2018, and it's only 2023. They went through all of this in that short amount of time. They met, got married, had a baby, and now getting divorced. But kept their relationship under wraps until the following year. Jeezy popped the question with a massive diamond ring sparkler in 2020, and they wed a year later. Listen, she wants the prenup, throw it in the trash. Leo, what are your thoughts?
Too bad, too sad. I mean, Lord have mercy. They had a lot going on in their relationship. I can tell you that. And she is very, very angry that she was slapped upside the head with a divorce unexpectedly. And now she's scrapping at everything, trying to do damage. I don't know if it's so, because this is the thing, right? She thought she married just a rapper. Not saying she didn't know, because he has real estate properties and all this other kind of stuff. But she really did fall for the okie doke. She really did fall for the banana in the tailpipe. He has handled his finances well. He has kept a grip on everything that he has earned before he met her, is what the deal is. And the prenup say he keep everything. And then they take care of the baby. So that's it, and that's all. And she is upset that this man has got this black man done got the upper hand on her, and she is grasping at straws, really. Because first of all, I'm confused too. I thought we gonna hold down but prenup because you cheated on me. Well, obviously she don't have the goods on him to be able to uphold the prenup. Now we going to, I signed a prenup under duress. No, you didn't. You could have postponed the wedding until you got all the information, until you were clear about what was going on the prenup. You can negotiate what you wanted to do or what you thought was feasible or what you wanted to take out. It's too bad. I mean, girl, you are a business-minded woman. You run businesses. You understand what a contract is, and a prenup is a contract. And I mean, you did not get, you're not getting what you think you deserve out of this as far as financially, because you're angry and you're upset. I advise her, get what you need to get for cute little Monaco. Get what you need to get. Make sure your baby taken care of. Separate and go on your way. Stop embarrassing yourself. Hold your head up.
Hold your head. Keep your head up, right? Come on now, girl. Embarrassing yourself. You are right. Thank you, Leo. In my opinion.
Okay, Diva, I'm finna shake the train. I said Jeezy done terrorized the black community for not too long, okay? Go ahead, Jeannie. Get everything from her.
I stand with, in my opinion.
I stand with, in my opinion.
Felicia?
Well, good evening. So let me give some data.
Okay. Facts. You like the data and the facts? Okay, I'm saying
I love it. I love it. A valid Georgia prenuptial agreement must adhere to the following rules.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
The agreement must be in writing.
Okay.
Both parties must sign the agreement. there must be at least 2 witnesses to attest to the prenuptial agreement.
Okay.
One of those witnesses must be a notary public, and the document must be notarized.
Okay.
There must be no coercion, intimidation, or deceit involved on the part of either party.
Oh.
You must sign the prenuptial agreement in a, quote, reasonable, unquote, amount of time before the wedding.
Oh, okay.
There must be a complete and accurate disclosure by each party of all their financial assets and income.
Oh my gosh.
And while not legally required, it is recommended that each party have a separate Atlanta prenup attorney.
Oh my gosh.
So with that said, I'm going to say, Jeannie Mai learned a thing or two while she was up in the jailhouse. Yeah, She's just not out here pretty face talking a lot of stuff. She's got some critical thinking skills. I'm going to hand it out to her. So I think she's challenging this prenup on whatever points she can.
Okay.
And she's going to make sure that if 1 don't stick or 2 don't stick, something's going to stick. So I didn't get a chance to see who her attorneys are, but I think that they're sounding pretty good to me. Now, I don't know anything about her husband. It was all of you who shared with me some of her husband's background. And I got to say that I'm going to stand with my girl opinion tonight. Terrorize that snowman trash. Melt them down to a cup of water, girl. Get everything you can. I'm done.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Diva, it's just me and you on the train, boy. The train,
that's it.
cold. The air condition is down to 50 degrees.
It is. But we gonna hang tight. We got 3 more people to go through. We gonna hang tight. Okay, because she signed the prenup. Now, do I know if all the proper people were there? I don't know that yet. But I know she signed it. Oh, Nina said, listen, we hanging solo. We hanging solo, Leo. Nina said, I stand with Jeannie. This black man has embarrassed her. And now he's running back to the black community for support. Nah, Jeannie should be compensated.
Get your money, girl. Ching, ching.
For faithfulness and her embarrassment. Oh, this is going to be rough tonight. Okay, Tay, you're up.
Well, I'm with you and Leo because 1, you just signed the prenup, okay? And 2, you lay with this man, you should know. So that's my dog. And tell that, like in my opinion said, don't let the man tell you once.
I appreciate you, Tay. Thank you. All right, now come on. We got some people coming on board on our card. We got some people coming on our board. Okay, on our train. Dr. Love.
Okay, I'm kind of iffy on the situation. Any prenups, and the only reason I'm iffy is because first of all, when the prenups are done, it should be null and void once a baby comes and you done messed up bodies, you done messed up a lot on me. Okay. At the time when they signed that prenup, Jeannie ain't have a baby. So I think prenup should now include if children are born, what happens with this prenup. Okay. So the other side I'm on is me being a wife and understanding that, okay, you signed this prenup. Why did you not get your own house, put you up a couple million? Y'all are not that far apart as far as y'all assets. I mean, he got 3 more houses than you? Why didn't you just get you 3 houses? So when these women going into signing these prenups and they become stay-at-home moms and caretakers, and all these things, they got to learn to pay themselves, and she could have paid it under her mom. Like, why women don't know how to move? That's where I just don't get that part. To say, yeah, you got a house in Atlanta. Okay, I got a house in Atlanta. You bought a house in California. Okay, I'm buying a house in California. Because before this prenup, you had all 3 of these houses. So guess what? Each year I'm here with you, we got to match these things up. So when the divorce happened, I'm not looking like, okay, you got 3 houses and 22 million. I have no house, a baby, and 5 million. That's, of course, it don't look right on paper, but why, Jeannie Mai, you're so smart. Why didn't you level it off? And that's for any woman. Why don't you level the playing field off? If you know you're signing a prenup, you know what you came in with, you know what this man could give, you know what you can get, just level it off.
I appreciate you, Dr. Love. But you know what? When your man is miles ahead of you, it's kind of hard to level it off. Ask Gabrielle Union, who's out here trying to work 17 jobs to pay her half of the mortgage.
Well, no, where's his money?
They going halvesies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You as the wife, you got access to that money. Okay.
Don't have access to Dwayne Wade's money. He sat on Club Shay Shay before Cat Williams went on Club Shay Shay. There was a Dwayne Wade, and he sat there and said, "She pay her bills, I pay mine."
Well, did she sign a prenup, or are they even married?
I'm sure they got a prenup.
Are they married?
And when they get divorced, she gonna get little mama and a pillow and a blanket. Anyway, Katrina, you're up.
Listen. Sometimes you reap what you sow. I'm not saying her first husband was all this and all that, but she came, like you said, she was only talking about the man. I don't want to have no baby with this man. He's not good. He's not that. Now you ain't got with bullet head, and you still got that same reaction that you had from your first husband.
Oh. Whoa.
He ain't with you either. And then the thing about it is, he might get money, because it was in one of the blogs today that she found that he was hiding money. And like Felicia just said, if they found out that you didn't put all your access on that, he can come back and there might be null and void, because he didn't list everything that he had. He should have got a lawyer like Michael Darby, because whatever Ashley signed, baby, it's stone clad, because she don't get nothing. Now you done laid down with the vampire from the underworld, and for what? To pay on a house that I believe he's suing. Now think about it. He's suing Candace for the same amount as that house, $2 million. So he's doing it for a reason. But like I said, she went laid with the vampire from the underworld. Your house is decorated like something out of the 5 and dime store, and you ain't got nothing out of it. Like I said, Jeannie Mai, she talked about her husband, said all this stuff about her husband. The man wanted a baby with her. I don't want a baby with him whatsoever. Now look what you ain't got. You just ain't got a reverse, but it's just a whole different color. And now you got played. That's all I got to say.
I appreciate you. Thank you. E, you up?
All right. I agree with, in my opinion, Dr. Love and Katrina. And I'm with Jeannie Mai on this. Oh, and Felicia, because she brought up that prenup. Choo. Because we have to talk about the facts. 5 days is not enough time to comb through all of J. Wayne Jenkins' assets. He has more offshore accounts than Tasha K, is what it sounds like. And if he did not fully disclose all of his earnings and assets, that will certainly be reason to toss the whole thing out, if you ask me, because if he did not fully disclose, that would be deceit by omission. So Jeannie may have a case here. Also, when she insinuates that she has evidence of his infidelity, but claims she'd rather not disclose it and would like to handle it privately, to me, that's a warning shot. There could be something there. If J. Wayne Jenkins did cheat, who was he cheating with? What does this person look like? Are they in a relationship? Are they married too? I mean, things that make you go, did he even cheat with the woman? These are just questions. We're just thinking out loud here. And infidelity, whether physically or emotionally, it has a price tag. This is what they both agree to. And by the way, this is pretty common. It's a pretty common clause as far as infidelity in prenups, not just for celebrities, but just regular people who have, some nickels to rub together. Some people even have clauses in their prenup regarding public embarrassment. If you bring shame or unpleasant scrutiny to our family, that comes with the price tag too. And I think those are pretty smart details to include. But what I want to end with is that we never know who we really marry until we divorce them. Trust me. And how I'll end is this. I don't care if he told her 200 times he didn't want her. I'm with Dr. Love. If I went 40 plus years with no kids, but had a baby for you, uprooted my entire life and career, my mother's life, and the life of my family members, to live in this hood Atlanta, away from my Hollywood social circle, and after sacrificing my body, my health, my image, my freedom, I have to start over. And you want to wipe your hands clean of me because you changed your mind about being married? If it's one thing I know about a Black man, is this: they don't like paying for their kids through the court, and they don't like providing for the mothers of their children. Period. Black men are liabilities. In 2024, we need to stop this saying baby mamas are bitter. They need to get over it. They need to move on. No, this is power for the course. This is power for the course. It's hard to get over a Black man when you're stuck with a 2-year-old every day who looks just like him. Stop telling people they got to get over things, because this is somebody's life. And this man has done this woman harm. So no, he needs to get over it. Pay the woman the money and go on about your day, because he ain't doing nothing else really. Just praying on the next woman, the next exotical. Preferences, look out.
Way to go.
There it is, Leo. I hope you're still on the train with me. It's quiet on our train, but I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm sitting up straight, but I'm here.
All right. Julius, you're up.
Okay. You want to rush your marriage, but now you want to rush the end of marriage. What you doing? She done
Come
gave
on,
you
Julius.
baby. She done gave you a baby and everything. So, as the famous saying goes from Ricky Smiley on the radio, miss me with the run me my money. Every last cent. Oh, and you also gonna run my mama her money, because she also helping me clean your house that you want cleaning food on your table when you come in from your working and all. Oh, you gonna run her money? Yup. Because I didn't have time to look over every little detail. And people say you have to take your time when you look through these prenups. Because if you have issues, you have to raise them. And we kind of know Jeezy. He rushes at everything. I mean, he can't keep a relationship stable to save his life. You got to say the saying for me, baby. You got to say the saying. I know you changed your name and all, but you got to say the saying, because let me tell you something else. These little boys, they irking me now. You got to say the saying, baby. So unmute yourself, say the saying.
Well, we survived in 13.2.
There you go.
So the essence is
and you said a word.
She said, if you signed a prenup and I didn't violate it, you get nothing. Come on now, Essence. I appreciate you. Hop on the train with me and Leo. You signed it. I didn't violate it. You get nothing. Shan, you up?
This relationship was so rushed. It's like 1 minute I saw a picture of them. Then I saw a picture they were married. Then I saw a picture they had a baby. Listen, if he break your heart, break his pockets.
Oh.
If I remember correctly, Yeah, I stand with the right side of history. If I remember correctly, she said she found out about the divorce like when the internet found out, right?
Mm-hmm. So she
imagine carrying a man's baby, being his girlfriend, his wife, and the disrespect. I'm with Jeannie. Take everything from him. Yes, Your Honor, I was in duress when, I signed. I was drunk. I didn't understand. So I think Jeannie deserved a lot for her pain because that is so disrespectful. You can't come to me as your wife and talk about this. Yes, break them pockets, period. But you know what? I think they both used each other.
Okay, come on.
Because who was checking for Jeezy before this?
Oh,
like who was really thinking, oh, let me see what Jeezy got?
Nobody.
Thank you, Julius. I love you, friend. And who was checking for Jeannie before all this? Julius?
Nobody, babe.
They use each other, and Jeannie deserves to get paid for her usage and her pain.
I appreciate you. Let's keep it real. Said at E, he's trying to move on. She's the bitter one and linger in this marriage. And as far as you bashing back, all right.
Well, excuse me. Well, excuse me. I will be all of those things. I'm fine with that. But Julius just gave an idea. Mama Jeannie Ma needs to sue Jeezy. She needs to get in contact with Diddy's ex-maid and file that lawsuit against Jeannie because cleaning up your house, I don't like the sound of that. So I'll be bitter all the way to the bank. Ching ching.
Bitter and gorgeous.
Don't forget about the babysitting fee too, E.
Ooh, listen.
I'm sorry.
Well, I hope everybody.
That's right, y'all. I don't think that's
I
right.
hope everybody keep the same energy when Candy and Ty get divorced.
Come on now.
To go against the prenup.
Come on.
But you have to look at it this way too. Todd raising them children. But this is the thing. I think the same thing with Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. You signed that prenup because you want to prove to him, I'm not marrying you for your money. You signed that prenup.
Come on
that
now.
Prenup. You did that.
Come on.
And the fact that you talking about your mama cleaning the house, you brought your mama in that house.
Come on now.
That's the reason why y'all getting a divorce.
He gave you know why he gave her that prenup. You know why he gave her that prenup when he gave it to her? Because he knew she had all her family coming from another country. And that girl wasn't going to cancel her wedding 5 days before. Now,
listen, they was coming to the wedding, but this man ain't expect for y'all to be staying now.
It don't matter though. You don't give nobody something where they have to make a decision when they're 5 days out from their wedding. That means already
Todd had 1 day. If he didn't sign that prenup, it was gonna
and he should get the same. He gonna get the same treatment from me because I feel like that is unfair. Don't give me nothing.
But listen, it might be
unfair. In 5 days. Hell, I might get my attorney in 5 days.
This is my opinion. Listen, I'll put to you like this. It might be unfair, but the thing about it is, if you don't want to sign it, you don't sign it. If you say, look, well, we just.
But it's not unfair. It's against the law. Did you not hear Felicia read the thing again for her?
Hold on. I need a gavel. Come on now.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, listen. I don't care if it was 5. Listen, I don't care if it was 5 days. And if you giving this to me in 5 days and our wedding days win, and I don't feel comfortable about signing this, then I'm not finna sign. Listen, if that's if I gotta marry you under these kind of coincidences, I don't need to marry you. You don't put nothing in front of my face and tell me right then and now I need to sign this or we ain't gonna get married. So therefore, it's telling me right then, it's telling me right there that you ain't thinking nothing about me. No way. It's telling me right there. So you ain't bringing your part to the pie. I'm not finna give you mine.
Maybe she should have told him it was against the law.
Maybe she signed it
Hold on. I'm gonna have to buy me a gavel. So
I'm just saying,
we gotta close this case out, and I'm gonna ask the jury. I'm gonna go around and ask the jury. You got to close this case out. Leo, do we follow the prenup or not?
If it's my prenup, we following the prenup. So therefore, there's a prenup with them. So follow the prenup in this particular circumstance.
Amen. We got one for the prenup. In my opinion, prenup, we following it or no?
Burn that thing to hell, okay? No, we ain't following it. Give her the money, okay?
We 1 for 1. Felicia, are we following the prenup or not?
Is the question, are we going to follow the laws of a prenup in the state of Georgia? Is that the question?
The question is.
Oh, okay.
They trying to avoid that, Felicia. They trying to avoid that it's the law. We burning that thing up, Felicia. We burning it up.
Okay, so we gonna burn it up because I want Jeannie Mai to get all the money, all of it.
Oh my God! Listen, Jeannie is losing so far. We got 2 for 2. Okay, Ante, are we using the prenup or are we burning it up?
Burn it up because I want my money now.
Tay, you are such a traitor. You see what you did, girl? First
she said burn it up. She said burn it up.
Choo-choo.
Dr. Love, what we doing with this prenup?
Yes, we burning it up. And people understand Todd is not getting divorced until that prenup is up. Okay.
I'm sorry, Diva. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's why people can't get a jury of their peers. You see what's happening right here? Katrina, what are we doing with this prenup?
Well, I'm burning it.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, no, I want her to burn it up because, like I said, she had the right to say no. You got the right to say yeah. You signed it, so that's
you burning it up, Katrina. Are you confused by your own words now? If you burning it up, she gonna get her way.
I ain't burning it.
Okay,
I'm putting it on ice. It's on ice. It's on ice. It's on ice.
I had to coerce the jury.
Thank you. I appreciate that because I got it wrong. Because I was thinking like, don't burn that prenup. No ma'am.
It's 3 to 4. I had to coerce the jury. That's okay though. E, what is up?
What's you tainting the jury, Diva. You're not very good judge here.
I gotta make sure the jurors understand.
For me,
yes.
Well, to me, if he didn't include all that drug money in the prenup, no, we're going to burn that up, okay? And I got my daughter's toy with me right here because...
Hold on. The judge just got to know. Let me see. Ms. Diva, Georgia courts have upheld prenuptial agreements signed only a day or 2 prior to a wedding, as long as both spouses had the opportunity to speak with an attorney. I appreciate that information coming into the courtroom at the 11th hour. Thank you. Okay. We got 5 to 3 right now. 5 people say burn it up, and 3 of us say do not.
Diva, Lucinda is not from Georgia. You just show her picture. She's not from Georgia. She is from Kentucky. So I'm going to have that struck from the record. Thank you.
I ain't fooling with you. And Julius, what do you do? Are you burning this thing up?
Didn't Usher say let it burn in Confessions? So we gonna let it burn.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo. Let it burn. Let it burn.
Shan?
What prenup? Judge, I have no idea. I never signed that. No, but you know what? This is the thing. You humiliate me, right? On the World Wide Web? No. In my opinion, throw that thing to hell, burn it up.
Well,
and ma'am, Miss Judge Diva, you're not allowed to swear at the jury.
Well, but I got to give them information to make sure they understand the judgment that they're about to hit the gavel on. Listen,
what's good for the goose is what's good for the goose is good for the gander. She humiliated her first husband. Now she just got her second return.
We're not talking about him right
hold on. The verdict is in. And I titled this, I'm confused. And I'm still confused because this verdict is ridiculous.
I know what happened.
7-3. It's 7-3. And unfortunately, we got to burn up the prenup. Because sometimes the jurors don't get it right, but we got to go by what they did in their work because they are the people and they have spoken. Now, we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Come on now. Come on now. Hit the hammer since I can't find the gavel. Come on now. Boom. It's done. It's a wrap. So we're going to carry on and move into our next story. Our next story is very serious. And again, I'm confused. For whatever reason, they hate Alec Baldwin. What did he do? This man was trying to make a movie because he has kids. He got a lot of kids. I think him and his current wife got about 7 kids. He got to feed them. They young kids too. He still got to send all of them to college. He's in, the latter years of his life. I heard he had to sell his Connecticut home because he got to pay for all these lawyers and stuff. The man woke up one day, went to the set of his movie Rust. I think it was like a Western type of movie. There was a pow-pow on the set. He had the pow-pow in his hand. It goes off. It had a live ammunition in it. He did not come with that from his home. It wasn't out of his own collection. And they tried them once. They put it before a jury once and they threw it out. And then they came back for him again. Somebody give this man a break. It's just very sad. So, back on, Alec Baldwin is charged with involuntary manslaughter for the second time. That's Helena Hutchins. Unfortunately, she lost her life on the set of Rust. A conviction of involuntary manslaughter carries a sentence of up to 18 months in prison. You know what I would tell them at this point, because they keep playing with his life. It just give me the 18 months. Can I get on house arrest, please? Because they playing with his emotions. A grand jury indicted Alec Baldwin on Friday on charges of involuntary manslaughter for connection to the 2021 pow-powing of Helena Hutchins on a film set. He's 65, was charged in a case in January 2023, but the charges were dropped 3 months later. They charged him. They dropped the charges. Why are you knocking on my door again with this? Alec Baldwin has been charged once again in the fatal pow-powing of cinematographer Helena Hutchins. Baldwin was using a Colt, 45 as a prop, GUN, when it discharged, killing her in October 2021. She was 42 when she was unalive when the prop pow-pow Baldwin used during the filming of Rust was discharged. The pow-powing happened in New Mexico. Also injured a director. We look forward to our day in court, said Baldwin's attorneys Luke and Alex in a statement. The pow-pow that was used was sent for more forensic testing last summer by special prosecutors. The pow-pow was reconstructed by experts after it broke during the FBI testing. It was concealed. So if it broke, you could tell there was something wrong with this thing. It broke during testing. It was concluded that the pow-pow could have only been released if someone pulled it. The fatal incident was a consequence of the hammer being manually retracted to its fully concocted position. And I'm trying to watch my words because of YouTube. At some point, by the pull or the depression of the trigger, the report read, although Alec Baldwin repeatedly denies pulling it, given test findings and observations reported here, the trigger had to be pulled or depressed sufficiently to release the fully concocted or retracted hammer of evidence of the revolver. I'm going to attach this article to this description of this video. But the grand jury, I'm skipping some. The grand jury decided that there is sufficient evidence to indict Alec Baldwin on the charge of involuntary manslaughter. We are looking forward to the criminal trial, which will determine if he should be convicted for ultimately unaliving Helena, who was the daughter of our clients, Olga, and the sister, like she, so she had a family. I think, too, the family wants someone responsible for this. She also had a husband who filed a wrongful death lawsuit shortly after the pounding, but it settled in October of 2022. The settlement provided insurance funds and a portion of the film's profits to help the Hutchins son, who was 9 when his mother was unalive. Matthew has previously stated that he doesn't blame Baldwin for the pounding. If he doesn't blame him, why can't we just leave him alone? What are we doing here? There's other stuff to be worried about. Leo, I'm confused. What's going on?
I'm not sure either. I think a little bit of this too. This was in New Mexico, right? In the state of New Mexico. You remember Alec Baldwin did the parody on Saturday Night Live of Number 45 constantly for about a year or two. So I think that may have something to do with the animosity to try to get at him. And I also find it to be a distraction, because why we ain't hunting down, why was there a live bullet on the set? Why was there live ammunition on the set? Nobody has hunted that part down. I think that the ability to be able to go at him is because they can't do the real thing, and finding out on the set there's a ammunition specialist, there is a pow keeper that's on the set. I mean, there's a lot of other people that's involved with the pow for the pow's put in his hand. I don't know why. I sincerely want to know, how did live ammunition get on the set? And nobody is investigating, answering that question. Instead, they're criminalizing him for an accident that he basically had nothing to do with. Mm-hmm. It's a movie set. It's a movie set.
Yeah.
I don't. And he took, as far as the settlement, or as far as the civil suit, some responsibility was taken because the civil suit was settled.
Right.
So criminally, you want to go after him for what? I'm not quite sure. Why was there live ammunition on the set? They do these pow movies all the time, every day. So I'm confused too, Diva. I'm confused.
It's confusion tonight. It's confusion. In my opinion, your thoughts?
Oh, Diva, I'm about to throw your train for another one, okay? Listen here, I'm not an Alec Baldwin fan. I'm not. Mm-hmm. Ever since he got in his messy divorce and he called that little 11-year-old girl and cussed her out on the answer machine, that man deserves everything he's getting. This is his karma. It's coming back to bite him in the, you know what? I don't feel no sympathy, no nothing, because this man has not had sympathy, regret, or nothing. He's terrorized not only LA, but New York. And now he's reaping his rewards from what he's been doing. Lock his behind up.
The train is rough tonight. Woo child. Oh my goodness. Felicia, you're out?
Diva, I really love the people on this panel. I love the chat. I love coming up here every night. So I'm going to stay consistent.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, I'm just going to be consistent. It's not going to make sense to 99% of you, but it makes sense to me. A man had his phone stolen and ran away from his ex-girlfriend about 5 or 6 blocks.
Come on, Felicia.
He went and couldn't even go home. He had to go stay at a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Because some girlfriend, a would-be dancer who was a drunk and sent out some bad texts. And the popo came and took him away. Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
And a jury of his peers said, you know what? You's a runaway slave. You's guilty. Mr. Baldwin, it's your turn.
Oh my gosh.
Go handle your business, man. I'm done.
Come on, Felicia.
This is rough tonight. Julius?
What he called his daughter, a thoughtless, rude pig. Okay. We're going to be thoughtless, rude pigs too. How about that? Choo-choo.
How? Now, if it was me, I wouldn't have settled that wrongful death lawsuit. I probably would have withdrawn and would have redid it. But I feel like this. The jury had to see something else that wasn't initially seen for the, for the charge to come back. I mean, at the end of the day, my thoughts and prayers are with the lady's family. My condolences go out to them because now they are going to have to be reliving this again. And so, I mean, there has to be something else that was found.
All right. Appreciate you, Julius. Tay-Tay?
Lock him up in the cell and throw the key away and never let him come out again, ever. I will, in my opinion, too.
I appreciate you, Tay-Tay. Raheem, you jumped on the car with us. Appreciate you. I mean, in all seriousness, it's not like he was out to unalive this woman. Oh, goodness. I appreciate that. Dr. Love, do you got any love tonight? Any love in the building?
Oh yeah, I got some love. I got love.
Blame the jury again.
I got some love for that whole cast. To me, all of them should go to jail. Because somebody knows something, who knows something, who knows something about how that gun got there, whether it was a game, whether it was a trick. Somebody put that loaded.
Watch the words with the GUN.
Put that loaded thing there. Somebody, thanks for cutting me off. Somebody did it. Somebody. And just like if that was a BET Tyler Perry, what do you call it, set, everybody would be questioned down to the bone, to the person who brought it there, to the person who they'd had cameras on the car that rolled it in, that rolled it out. I just don't feel like one person should go down for this. It's whoever touched and was involved with it, whoever and everybody. Because who's to say that he knew? Who's to say he didn't know? Who's to say somebody was not on that set playing tricks, switching stuff out? Just the water don't seem clean, is what I'm gonna say.
I appreciate you. E, you're up.
So, from what I understand, the people Alec Baldwin was role playing with on set, I thought several of them reported that they felt uncomfortable with him pointing, aiming, and firing at them. Yes, people are rehearsing with you, but from what I read, it seemed as though it may have been under duress. This woman left behind a son and a husband. Now, Alec Baldwin is not a bad man because, as it has been stated, he settled with the family. And Helena's husband said he doesn't blame Alec. So I can empathize with that because it's a sticky situation. And I'm willing to believe it was an accident, but at the end of the day, somebody has to pay. And when Leo brought up Saturday Night Live, that parody, I forgot about that. But I do remember Donald Trump came out and said afterward, Alec did it on purpose. So don't bring Donald into this because it's going to be nothing but a mess. But I guess I'll close with this. You know, just because something was an accident, it doesn't absolve you of guilt. It's called negligence. For instance, and God forbid, I could be grilling on my patio, and let's say I did something or forgot something and the grill caught on fire. If I burn down the building, guess what? And somebody gets hurt, I'm responsible. Even though it's an accident, I'm responsible for that. And whatever comes from that, I have to take that, because it resulted from my negligence. Hopefully that will never happen. But somebody is not here right now. There's a son without his mother and a husband without his wife. Yes, you pay for that, but we still have some loose ends to tie up, and it's a sticky situation. So we'll let him have his day in court. He'll be judged by a member of his peers, and sincerely, best wishes.
That's true.
It's rough tonight. Shan?
I don't have much comments about this, but I think it's so sad that, someone going to work lost their life, just showing up, trying to do the best you can, From what E said, she had a son. I agree with what Dr. Love was saying. It's like, it didn't just show up, Like, there should be, I would imagine there'll be a bunch of checks before, like, a pow gets to a certain point, right? So I don't know. I don't have much commentary. That's it.
Appreciate you.
I'm praying for the family. I said I don't have much commentary here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Praying for the family of the victim, because that's very sad.
It is.
True.
E, yes. E, was you gonna say something?
That comment said that. Yes, it says negligence is civil. It's not criminal, but what's equivalent to that is involuntary. And that's what he's being charged with. It's involuntary. So it's equivalent to the same thing. You didn't mean to do it, but you did it.
Katrina?
Okay, y'all. This is a coin with two heads. Okay, and put it to you like this. Remember when Bruce Lee's son was killed on the set? And he got shot. And the people on there, they wiped it out, said it was an accident. Now with Alec Baldwin, like we said, with 45, these folks is crazy over this man. They'll do anything for him. And then you have to think about it this way too. Like everybody was saying, how did this, out of all these bullets, out of all these metals, how did one get to be loaded, get to be the real thing? And then you got to look at this situation too. Who benefits the most from that woman being unalive? Is it the husband? Is it the family? Because the husband got paid off. I'm quite sure she had life insurance. I'm quite sure she had insurance over her son. I'm not saying that he did it, but there's no way that one pellet gonna be on set to take her out like that. Something is not right. And I ain't saying Alec Baldwin is not should be held liable, because he was the one that pulled that pow. But the thing of it is, he was doing it. I'm quite sure him did more pow on there and nobody got hurt. But it was just coincidental that this one pellet that he had and he pow and somebody got unalived. Something is not right there. And I ain't saying that he shouldn't go to jail or whatsoever. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to make a retribution to the family because I made a mistake. And yes, you got to realize Alec Baldwin was a heavy drinker too when he called his little child that little fat pig. He was in Dr. Drew rehab center. So, you say things when you're drunk, which you shouldn't say anyway, but I understand what, in my opinion, was saying. But you got to look at the situation. I really do believe this man was set up.
That ain't the only thing he done said, but okay, I'll let you go.
Like I said, I'm not, I ain't on that part right so well, because everybody got a chance to be, can be, forgiven, whatever. But I'm just saying this, don't lock me up for my past. Lock me up for what I did now. If I wasn't trying to do this now, don't lock me up for something I did in my past. Because see, my past would never determine my future. And everybody got a past. So I'm just saying, I really think that the man was set up. Because it don't make no sense. That's weird.
I have a question too, Diva.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if you accept money, this is for my law people up here on the panel or in the chat. If you accept money from that person, can you still be charged? And even if the husband is saying no, don't charge, can they still pick it up?
Oh yeah, they can. Criminal is civil, two different things. But let me throw this out there to the jury tonight, because y'all rough. And the thing is, when we trying a case, you can't bring in the dislikes of the person. We got to stick to the facts of the situation that happened. Yeah, maybe he's an evil person. Maybe he's a messed up person because the way he talked to, the other children or whatever the case may be. But what does that have to do with this unfortunate situation now?
Why is he the only one being charged?
Come on now.
That's my true question.
Come on now. Why is he the only one being charged? Why is this all on his back? It's not right. But I don't even need to take a poll. I see where this one went.
To answer the Doctor of Love question, I think it's if the prosecutor want to prosecute. This is just me talking from watching Law and Order. I have no idea about the crime, but I think it's the prosecutor can go ahead and do it, I think.
Well, Alec, I tried. But if your jury looks like this panel tonight, you're in trouble.
especially with my opinion on them.
Yeah, you're in trouble. Yeah, you're gonna do the time. I guess it's another 3 to 7.
I ain't getting no break if my opinion is on them.
Dum, dum, dum.
Well, there it is. Thank you. Can y'all hit the like button? Can y'all hit the like button? We're going to go ahead and move this train on to the last stop, because I'm still confused. Because y'all clicking the people up tonight. It's Friday night, and y'all going to have them on lockdown over the weekend because the judge don't come back until Monday morning. They done threw Jeezy in there. Now Alec Baldwin is in there. Let's see what y'all do with this last one. Let's see how y'all feel about this.
Hold on, Diva. Are they gonna put them in the same cell? Because you know they say Alec Baldwin don't like black people, so they're gonna be in the same cell?
I don't even know. I can't even do this with them tonight.
I don't know. Don't ask my opinion about that now.
They said Raheem said the train is in the twilight zone. Listen. All right, let's get into this last story. Well, this young lady, this what's scary is she was mentoring the kids. And she's psychotic. Child, that's why we said protect the kids. Shocking video shows the moment an NYC driver intentionally plows into the NYPD officer. And she said, F these cops. Are you kidding me right now? The driver who struck a policeman at a Manhattan crime scene told authorities it was intentional, adding, F these cops. It's a lesson to him, sources said Friday with the mow down caught on shocking video. Sahara, a 24-year-old Brooklynite whose lawyer said meant his kids to stay off the drugs, was driving her black Lexus the wrong way on the Upper East Side while high on marijuana Wednesday, when she barreled into the NYPD officer and officials and sources said. I told the cop I wanted to go straight and he wouldn't move, so I hit him. I did it on purpose, she told the investigators, according to court papers. F these cops. He wouldn't move. She screamed a few minutes after the incident. The documents claim, with a source saying Dula added, F these cops is a lesson to him, and hopefully he doesn't want to be a cop anymore. Footage posted to X on Thursday shows her, a college criminal justice graduate and a former doorman, driving her vehicle the wrong way on Park Avenue near East 71st Street around 4:30 p.m. Menace to society. At the time, officers were in the area investigating an unrelated robbery at a nearby high-end clothing store and had closed off that part of the road. One of the cops can be seen in the video walking up to Dula's Lexus to force her into the correct lane, as someone can be heard yelling, "Be careful, be careful." Instead of stopping, the motorist hits the gas and strikes the cop head on, causing him to roll up onto the hood of the car and land hard on the street. Other officers rush to the wounded cop's side as he winces in pain and lays on the ground. In the corner of the frame, it appears that cops immediately hauled out and cuffed Dula. The struck officer suffered a broken leg and bruising on multiple areas of his body, according to the court papers. That's her. She angry. Dula was charged with first-degree attempted assault, attempted aggravated assault upon a police officer, second-degree assault, second-degree reckless endangerment, and operating a vehicle by impaired by drugs and reckless driving, according to the criminal complaint. The suspect admitted to smoking marijuana. Manhattan Assistant District Attorney Lucy Shepard said during Dula's Friday arraignment in Manhattan Court, marijuana and rolling papers were found in her vehicle, according to Shepard. Shepard, who called Dula's alleged actions egregious, asked that she be held on a $100,000 bail, but the judge set the bail at $25,000. The suspect did not immediately make bail. Now, why didn't he make this thing? She's dangerous. The Police Benevolent Association President Patrick on Friday applauded the fact that Dula would be held behind bars, but questioned why she wasn't slapped with a more serious charge. We're glad that the individual is being kept in jail, but we don't understand. Neither do I. I'm confused. Why she wasn't being charged with attempted M. He said in a statement, I ain't mad at him. You run over the cop? Are you crazy? She tried to run down and kill an NYC police officer. She proudly admits it, but she still isn't facing the maximum penalty. This kind of leniency has led to thousands of police officers being attacked and injured. Got some friends that are NYPD. I need the charges to be up. We're not going to let this case become just another statistic, he continued. We will be following up to ensure that a message is sent. If you attack and injure a New York City police officer, you are going to face the full force of the law. Dula may have dodged an attempted MRAP because of questions about whether she intended to unalive the cop, the law enforcement sources told the Post. The top rap is still a very high charge, they said. Dula's only prior arrest in the Big Apple was in March 2022 for criminal mischief stemming from an incident near Brooklyn's Atlantic Terminal Mall, in which she destroyed property with a metal barrier, cops and police sources said. The charges were eventually dropped in the case, which was sealed. Dula also has prior arrests in New Hampshire. She's a menace to society. In 2020, she allegedly failed to stop at an intersection in the town of, Hinneka, and struck another vehicle before she fled the scene, but was quickly located, according to a report. She's a mess. She was also arrested on a simple assault charge after an incident at Concord Hospital in New Hampshire, capital city. She needs help. In court, her lawyer, Patricia Wright, argued to the judge that her client wants to express to you that she's trying to move on from her ties from New Hampshire. Dula suffers from bipolar disorder, takes multiple medications, and receives mental health treatment, Wright said. The Brooklyn resident who supports her family, including her mother, runs her own company where she mentors kids on Saturday through music and helps them stay off the streets and away from drugs and gangs, according to Wright. Is she helping the kids? Well, who's helping her? Dula worked as a doorwoman in Brooklyn from November 2021 to April 2022. And before that, as a gas station cashier in Concord, according to her LinkedIn page. She studied at New England College, where she earned a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and communication studies. My assertiveness, attention to detail, and passion are traits that I believe any employee would be happy to have, her profile says. Dula career goals include joining a company that specializes in crisis communication through traditional techniques and social media, she wrote on the professional profile. As a child, I wanted to learn anything related to criminal justice. I was intrigued by criminal justice system and their responses to tragic events, she added. As I grew older, I began to develop an interest in all things communications related to writing, media, negotiating, proper speech, etiquette. She lives in Prospect Gardens apartment building after her grandmother and father both died in the past year, according to the building super, who did not want to be identified. The super described her as unfriendly and gruff, adding that she smokes a lot of weed. Now she's telling the kids not to do drugs, but meantime she doing them. She's like a rude person, he said, not smiling for nobody. At the time, she's like that. She was even like that with her grandmother and her father. She ran the cop over people. Leo, your thoughts?
Girl. Woo, girl. Now she's a hot stinking mess. Woo. She done had a psychotic break. She is definitely gonna get clanked up. She has assaulted a NYC police officer. They get ready to throw all the books at her. She is really, they need to take her license. I mean, why is this woman still driving? I tell you, we all make it through the grace of God walking these streets right here, honey. Riding up down the road, just doing your everyday life business. And it's folks out here like that that's totally unstable. And it's something they click in their brain and say, I hate everybody and everything. And I ran him down. I did.
And I hope you don't want to be a cop no more.
Be safe out there. Stay. What Denzel you say? Stay prayed up.
Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. In my opinion, you're up.
Okay, Diva. Now you got me on this one. Okay. I'm trying to make sense.
Finally, you recovered.
But let me tell you something. The marijuana don't make
hold on 1 second, in my opinion, because I queued it up and I can't seem to pause it. Let me just try to show you this real quick. It's terrible. That's a shame. I'm sorry, mental health, she got to get locked up and stay locked up. That was terrible. All right, I'm in my.
She hit the gas on that man.
Yes, she did.
God.
Yes, she did. Yes, he did.
That wasn't no Mary Jane. I'm telling you that. That wasn't no Mary Jane. I don't know what that was that she was on, but it wasn't Mary Jane.
Oh,
and if it is, y'all better stay away from that Mary Jane she done bought, okay? That wasn't no Mary Jane. It don't make you just run and jump over people. Listen here. I'm confused too. I don't know enough about this case. So, I need them to lock her up though for her own interest. Because she did this to the police officers. Imagine what she gonna do to the people on the street.
Yeah,
it's blind leading the blind. How she gonna tell some kids how to do right and she can't do right?
That part. Whatever kids was under her watch, honey. Ooh,
she telling
child.
them not to do the substance, and she doing the substance. Man, I can't.
Felicia, you're up.
Oh my! I have no grace for this woman. None.
Yeah.
That footage, it shows it's daylight.
Yeah.
And she was behaving like that.
Yeah.
She went to do bodily harm.
Yeah.
Whoever was in the walkway, because she had some place to go, and she wanted people out of her way. I hope that police officer is not badly harmed, but the way that crash to the ground, that crunch sound was just terrible.
Yeah, he broke. They said a leg. I read another article. Oh. Yeah, leg. Yeah, he's doing as well as expected. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, but he got harmed.
It sounded like it.
Yeah,
and it seems to me that the judge was pretty soft on the bail, and I think the charges are not meeting the alleged crimes. But we're looking and looking back at cases that we've discussed, and the imbalance in the justice system is real.
Yeah,
and this is what brings so much frustration to most people. That is not making sense. Too much here, not enough there. Why now? How come it didn't do it then? So hopefully there'll be a way eventually where things will get balanced out. But in the meantime, I don't think she should have a judge trial or a jury trial. I say she should go straight to jail. Do not pass, go straight to jail. Yeah.
Yeah.
And please stay away from the children. Please stay away from the children.
Good gosh. Julius?
Where is Claire Huxtable when we need her? Because, child, she was about to break Vanessa in half when she came in that house screaming about her about being in Baltimore with the wretched, honey. Just saying. Ooh. I don't know what that wasn't no Mary J, because Mary J can relax you, and sometimes you either get the munchies or you go to sleep. Just saying. I don't know if she doing the mushrooms or I don't know what. She is egregious. She is a menace, and you deliberately almost took a life. I'm trying to, because my sister is a police officer, so I'm trying to keep my words calm here, because that triggered me and pissed me off. I had to say that softly. And she's lucky she's in one piece.
You are correct. Thank you, Julius. Tay-Tay?
I had a classmate, her dad was a police officer too. That's somebody, husband, uncle, dad, everything, brother too, and you just pedal the gas like that. Girl, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You gonna take somebody's life for a dad right there, and you try and help the kids too? No, you better go to the jail, lock her up, and throw the keys, and clink on her. Okay, that's my thought right there.
Thank you. That part right there, Dr. Love.
So I'm on here to give both parts of the story, because the piece I think that we're missing is that she is schizophrenic. They said some other mental illness, and that judge went light on her, because I am quite sure one of those psychiatric hospitals sent over, what do you call it, a thick folder over on her. Do these type of people need not do drugs to trigger these what do you call it? These different disorders. I don't know why they made weed legal. I was not for it because all weed is not equal. So much of this weed nowadays is being laced. They come into the hospitals, you test
Speak,
them.
Dr. Love, speak.
You test them. They got 5 or 6 drugs in their system, and they've been swarping down. They only done one thing: smoke some weed. So we know nowadays that this weed is laced, and everybody stuff has to be better than everybody's stuff now for you to buy their stuff and continue to get their stuff, because nobody is no longer getting high just off of a leaf no more. That's not heard of if you've been smoking it past a year or two. It's almost impossible to still get high off of weed or what is called pure. So to me, she was smoking something that triggered whatever mental illness she had, and and she went there. I'm not giving her a pass, but once again, I take it to the system. People like this need to be monitored 24/7. People like this do not need to be driving, should not have a driver's license. If you're schizophrenic, you come in, your medication is not in your system, but weed is in your system, your license needs to be taken. Okay? You need to be monitored from that point on. But none of these things are set in place. Okay? None of this. I do feel bad for that man's life. And somebody did say he was trying to get up. If somebody hit me like that, I'm gonna try to move out the way too, because I'm thinking they backing up at that point. I will be trying to move too. But they're gonna, I feel like they're gonna lock her up. I feel that's why this judge made her bail so low. She know that lady's not getting out. She probably don't have nobody really to help her. But she's gonna be on a psych, let's say psych ward in the jail. And that's pretty much that. But she's gonna be okay when she's in there, because she's going to have her psych meds and she's gonna be on them, and they're gonna detox her from whatever, you know, drugs is in her system. So, this is just such a sad situation. But once again, our system is sad when it comes to people who have true mental illness. That's all.
Thank you, Dr. Love. E, you're up.
Well, she said in that profile you read that she is assertive, she pays attention to detail, and has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice.
Talk.
I think we must not be so hasty to. It's hard to come to a decision because I'm of double mind. Criminal justice was my minor in college, and after taking 15 credit hours and working at the Superior Court, I said, this ain't gonna be for me. The system is too corrupt. Like Felicia said, too much here, but not enough there. Mm-hmm. However, someone who has admired the police and criminal justice system, and I'm speaking from what this lady wrote in that bio, as far back as she was a young tight, and even went to school to grow and get deeper within it and getting her degree, to then turning around and doing a full 180 and saying, I don't like the cops at all. And what I did to him, I did it on purpose. Something else is going on. One, either she has had some type of run-in with the cops recently and it wasn't very pleasant, or she was denied an employment opportunity, and or she had a mental break. I heard you say bipolar, and I heard you say schizophrenia. And I was going to go in a different direction, and then Dr. Love spoke, and I started picking up something else, because people normalize weed smoking so much like it's a great thing, and it's not. There are many effects to being a heavy smoker of this. When I just looked it up, it says short-term effects impairment, short-term memory and ability to concentrate, poor judgment and coordination, feeling anxious, paranoid thoughts, feeling dizzy. Feeling dizzy. And it says, what are the risks? Okay, when we talk about the risk, we're talking about feeling like others want to harm them, paranoia, or seeing or hearing things that aren't there. I mean, saying that someone can smoke all day, every day, and is no negative aspects, that's just a flat out lie. Science tells us this, and the fact that they're making it legal all over the country, that is a problem. But when Dr. Love started speaking about this marijuana and people lacing it, she may have bought something. It could have been synthetic marijuana. We don't know. But if you're telling me you paid this much attention to detail, you've idolized cops from the very beginning, you didn't recognize that badge that you was running over. Going to college for 4 years, that's very intensive. I understand that this person, there are mental elements there, and I understand this is why the judge may have taken it easy. But I think we need to keep our eye on it. I don't think that this is clear cut, and I think we need some more details. And I think, like Dr. Love said, if you have these conditions, you don't need to be smoking.
That part. Shan, you're up.
I think it's clear cut because she said she intentionally meant to run him over. So to me, if somebody's trying to hit you down with a car, that's attempted M.
Yeah.
And she sounded brazen and, with her chest held high. So if you do the crime, do the time. Lock her up. And I didn't hear Diva read about any mental health thing. So I'm just going off the article. And it's all about intent. Yeah. She didn't apologize. And people saying F the cop. Oh, I'm sorry. Do this, but it's just like everybody's not the same. So who knows if that man has a family or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then if he's telling you to wait, they have the authority in that situation. So you can't even follow simple directions and you're driving. It's irresponsible or sad. Somebody could have lost their life.
Exactly.
I don't take it lightly.
Right. He could have lost his. I'm sorry, Shan. Go ahead.
No. I agree. Yeah. He could have lost his. And then she could have hit other people on the street. Like, this is not funny. It's not cute. And then you're so proud of it. And the thing is, we all make mistakes. But I'm sorry if I'm talking all weird. I have my Invisalign thing and I'm trying to struggle to talk here. But no, it's not cute. Stop being so, And she's standing on it. Yeah, I meant to hurt him. It's a sad world. It's an evil world when people mean to hurt people, like, intentionally. Somebody just trying to do their job again. Like, it's sad.
It's very sad.
And I'm surprised, like Felicia was saying, the judge was so lenient. Like, it should be attempted M because he could have,
I got some things on that, but that is messy. It's messy. In my opinion, you want me to come back to you for a minute?
Yes. We already saw what bipolar and schizophrenia do. The judge was attacked by a bipolar and schizophrenia person that had a long history. Lock her behind up and throw away the key.
Boom. Okay, Katrina, you're up.
Okay, let me start on the weed thing. Weed never makes you get up and go kill people. Unalive somebody. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Most people that I've seen smoke weed, they relax, they laugh, and they eating. They barely even want to drive a car. But I digress. The thing with her is the only thing she's gonna get is 6 months in a psychiatric ward. Simply because the reason is she's a certified nut, and it's documented that she's a certified nut. And the thing that's going to get her off is the court system been let her get off. Because, see, this could have been handled a long time ago. How you do this offense, and then this offense, and then that offense. And then, like we said, the law is double talking itself. Now, this man didn't try to unalive this woman down there in Mexico. This woman sent up and saying that she wanted to unalive a person. And look what he's going through, and look what she got. You got to make the law to make sense, because it's not making sense.
You can't tell me it's okay. Okay, let's do it this way. What if that was a white cop that ran over a black person? Would that cop be in jail, or will he be sent behind a desk doing being on administrative leave? And they know that this woman got a problem, but you still allowing this woman to work. You still allowing this woman to drive a car. And obviously her job can't be too bad if she's driving a Lexus. The thing I'm saying is, if you're going to look at the law, you got to look at the law on all sides. Because like I said, she probably do like 6 months at Rikers Island in a psychiatric hospital somewhere, because it's documented that she's a certified nut. So she probably won't even do that long. Because they're going to look at her things and see everything that she's doing. They're going to look at her medical. They're going to look at her medical report. They're going to look at the stuff that she's caught. They're going to look at her medicine and whatsoever. And like I said, I know y'all was talking about weed or whatsoever. The weed that grows out the ground, there's nothing wrong with that weed. I don't smoke weed or anything like that. But I'm going to tell you, I had to be put on the other narcotic medications, the Percocets, the Dilaudid, the Xanax, and all that type of stuff. I couldn't handle that. So if they want to get rid of all drugs, they need to get rid of all the drugs. I'd rather them get rid of them drugs before they get rid of the marijuana. Because them drugs right there ain't no joke. But that's how I see things, y'all. I'm done.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me say this. I don't care what it is, if it's a street pharmaceutical situation, if it's a prescription situation, everybody don't respond to said situation the same way. So to say that, this is generic, I'm talking, to say that, MJ never makes people do XYZ, that's not true. We don't know what it's going to do to the next person until the next person happens to take it. Right? So there's some people that can't take Tylenol. There's some people that can't take Motrin. There's some people that get a medication and it impacts them one way, it brings them down. And there's other medications that bring people up. The same medication. So the thing is with that, we don't know, one, how much she had already had that day. Two, they found it in the back of her car. They found more of it and it was rolled up or whatever the case may be. She had the papers to roll it up or whatever the case may be. But my real problem is with her, she been a menace to society. And it's just kept going to higher levels. That one case, they sealed it. She was somewhere wrecking havoc with some metal pole or something. And they sealed the case. We cannot let this chick go through any longer. She's messy. And she said it.
Right. Take her license.
Thank you so much, Jonah, for the super chat. Manic episode. Smoking the wrong Mary Jane. Thank God the Lord took the wheel and he survived. Yeah, thank God he survived. But will the next one survive her antics? You see, the super says she mean. So she's never leveled out on any meds that she's taken or not taken.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She's a certified nut. She should have been locked up a long time ago. They don't want to keep letting her out.
I don't want to say.
I'm gonna call her nut. I take that back. God, please forgive me. But I'm just saying, it's the system that's failing them. It ain't us. It's the system. You seen this woman doing all this type of stuff, and y'all keep letting her out. Y'all keep letting her out. Mm-hmm. So she feel like, okay, I can do it. I get out again. I did it this time. I get out again. So she gonna keep doing it.
And she got license.
That's what I'm saying.
License again.
It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a real mess. But y'all, this was Trending Topics Friday. I'm confused. I'm about to play the feel good story. And this is a good one. I was in my house boo-hooing. I hope y'all be okay. You might have to get your tissues. Hold on one second. Let's get into this feel good story. And she definitely shouldn't be driving. I'm seeing y'all out there in the chat. She definitely should not be driving. But I think she's dangerous whether she's driving or not.
The other day, it's the sweetest thing I have ever seen. Kids, there's hope for the future yet.
Ain't it though? Ain't it though, Leo? Yes, those kids got in trouble.
Yeah.
And you heard the one guy said his mother, she came to one game. Could you imagine them thinking about doing that? I'll give everybody a quick 60 seconds. I thought that was an amazing story. Amazing. Leo, I know you said something. Anything else you want to say?
Just that how the Vanguard team came through.
Mm-hmm.
These kids came through. Did you see the crowd?
Yes.
Cheerleader signs. The other kids supporting other kids. Say love. Either way, you do wrong, it's people out here that really still care about you.
Yeah. Did you see all of them said they'll never forget it?
The impact on them will be instrumental. It will carry them forever.
Forever. It stuck with me. In my opinion, anything you want to say?
Lead with love.
Thank you. Felicia?
What a great demonstration of kindness and compassion and team play. I thought it was awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Julius?
Just giving them a little bit of happiness went a long way.
Thank you, Julius. Special K, that's what I loved about it so much. No one judged them for their mistakes. It was beautiful. Yeah. Tay-Tay?
Be kind.
Dr. Love?
I just want to say it really made me think outside the box, because I am truly a soccer mom. Even though my kids are grown, my daughter, she played college ball, and I mean, when they were young like that, I was at every game, and the gyms were packed. We was the mothers and fathers yelling. So this just made me think about maybe the other sides who didn't have that. Didn't have the moms at every games and the dads and aunties and uncles at all the games. So this was so beautiful. Just well done.
Yeah, well done. E?
I have to agree. And I think that, just gives people something to think about when they are out and about and interacting with people. Like Tay said, be kind. Be kind.
Be kind. Yeah. Shan?
Spread love, be kind. You know what, Diva? I love how you incorporate these stories at the end, because I feel like the world needs to see more love, more joy. I think you're doing amazing. Like I love the stories.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Shan. I appreciate you. Katrina?
Yes, I love that too. I really did. Maybe the boys that's locked up probably wasn't getting the love that they're supposed to be getting. And when they got to there, they seen that people did care about them, because nobody was coming to their games. The moms and stuff wasn't showing up. And I guess when they went to that game, they did see that people do care about us. And hopefully that'll help them change their life. And hopefully they can get a scholarship out of it or something. Just something to give them some insight. But yes, I do appreciate seeing that story.
Yeah, I agree with you. So listen, guys, thank you so much. It's Friday night. I hope y'all have an amazing weekend, and I'll see y'all next time. If you didn't hit the like button coming in, please hit it on your way out. Good night and goodbye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Good night,